Hello everyone, welcome to FX. In this video, I'll be sharing the simplest scalping strategy that has proven to be profitable and has a relatively high win rate ratio. But before we dive in, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button, as we'll be uploading new videos regularly. So, let's get straight to it. For this scalping strategy, I use 3 exponential moving average indicators with periods of 25, 50, and 100. I will use a 5-minute time frame, so here's the strategy. The first step is to determine the current trend. You do this by looking at the EMA. All 3 lines should be heading in the same direction and also be spaced apart from each other, like this. Remember, we want to avoid facing a ranging market condition like this. A ranging market can be identified by the sideways movement of the EMA lines. You should also avoid markets where the EMA lines cross each other, like this. Remember, we also want all 3 indicators to be heading in the same direction. Candle position is also very important. You should look for setups where the candle is completely outside the EMA 25, like this. So, after you identify that setup, the next step is to find our entry signal. Our entry signal is when the price pulls back and close is below EMA 25 or EMA 50. Let me show you what I mean. This is an uptrend as shown by the 3 EMA. They are all pointing upwards while the candles are above the EMA. Next, you should wait for the price to pull back to EMA 25 or EMA 50, and this will act as the marker for our entry signal. The next step is to wait for the price to return to EMA 25 again. Once that happens, we will take a buy position here. However, if the price drops and breaks below EMA 100, we will cancel the entire setup and look for other trading opportunities, as this may indicate that the trend is about to reverse. Now, for our exit strategy. Let's say we took a buy position here, and we set the stop loss at EMA 50. Then, for our profit target, we set it to 5 times our stop loss. So here is an example of the strategy in the real market. In this chart, we can see that the market is currently in an uptrend, as indicated by all 3 EMA lines pointing upwards, while all the candles are above the EMA lines. Next, we wait for a pullback to EMA 25 or EMA 50, but remember, the price should not drop below EMA 100. So, once the pullback happens, the next step is to wait for the price to reverse and return to EMA 25. And once this happens, we can take a buy position. Next, we set our take profit and stop loss here. And as you can see, the price eventually hits our profit target, so this is considered a successful setup. Let's look at another example. In this chart, we can identify a downtrend, as indicated by the 3 EMA lines pointing downwards, while all the candles are below the EMA lines. Next, we wait for the price to pull back to EMA 25/50. Remember, during the pullback, the price should not cross below EMA 100. So, once the pullback happens, we wait for the price to return to EMA 25 again. When that happens, we can take a sell position here. Next, we set our profit target and stop loss here. And as you can see, the price reaches our profit target, and this trade ends in profit. So that's how we trade scalping with this triple EMA strategy. However, remember, there's no such thing as a holy grail strategy with 100% accuracy. My advice is to backtest this strategy before running it. Now, I will give you 5 quick tips to become a better scalper. Avoid taking every trade. When scalping, you will find many entry signals. Don't take them all, only pick the positions you can manage, because handling too many trades at once is difficult, especially when scalping. Don't risk too much capital. Never risk more than 1% of your capital per trade. It's better to risk only 0.5% to keep the risk manageable. Know when to stop. Scalping often takes hours without realizing it. The longer you trade, the more likely you are to lose focus. So, it's important to know when to take a break. Don't worry about missing opportunities because there are always chances in the market. Use a broker with low spreads. Make sure you use a broker with low or zero spreads. A wide spread will make it harder to profit while scalping. Focus on one currency pair. Entry signals can appear frequently, so focus on one pair that you feel comfortable with and ignore other pairs. I've just shared 2 simple scalping strategies that are quite profitable, which you can backtest and practice now. In return, I ask you to take a few seconds to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.